Do you know what makes me laugh when I see videos, yeah, in a court of law where there's a doctor in a court of law getting asked a simple question, can a man get pregnant? And they go, well, it's a doctor, by the way. Well, I deal with patients with all sort of gender dysphoria and gender identity, and then they get interrupted. It's a simple yes or no. Can a man get pregnant? Well, I deal with vets. No one cares about what you deal with and your bullshit spiel that you're going on with, yeah? Yes or no? You're a doctor. People go to you and get diagnosed with all sorts of things such as gender dysphoria, autism, ADHD, depression, anxiety. Who the fuck? If I got diagnosed by one of these people, do you think I'm attaching that label to myself? I'll be like, why are you attaching labels to me? Move yourself. Because depressed, huh? Depression's not permanent. You can pull yourself out of it if you fucking just give your head a wobble. Non-verbal autism. Someone explain that one to me, please. People have undeveloped social skills because they sit behind an iPad all fucking day and then say they've got non-verbal autism. Huh? We've all got a voice box. Just some people are fucking scared to use it. Huh? So you're a nobody and a weirdo, but you want this label attached to you so you can play victim. Alright. Fair dues. You'll get left behind and laughed at. Think I give a shit? Nope. Transgender people. They want to transcend humanity. They go on like they're gods and that. They don't want to be man or woman. They want to be something else, as if they're gods living in La La Land. Because, do you know what? People are scared to be somebody. Scared to be nobody. But even the somebodies are nobodies to an extent, because we're all going to fucking die. And it all means nothing at the end of the day, life. You know what I'm saying? And people can't deal with the tough reality of that. So they just start making up delusional bullshit in life. Talking about all these different things and that. Just to make it seem like they got something quirky or interesting about themselves. We're all nobodies. Even those who are somebodies are nobodies. So everyone just needs to give their head a fucking wobble, you know. I'm sick of people talking about they've got different fucking mental faculties. I just simple things down, me. You're either deluded or scared, insecure. And it's that simple for most of it. You know what I'm saying? We could go through a few different ones though. A lot of people attribute autism or ADHD to creativity and not wanting to sit behind a desk because that's considered normal. I believe people who sit behind a desk have got some sort of mental faculty, because how you can do the same thing on repeat every day is beyond me. It's mind games. Like I go insane doing that. So people who aren't going insane doing that, you've got something wrong with you, first of all. Second of all, yeah. That's all I'll say for autism and ADHD, yeah. People think because they're a bit different or something, or because they can't concentrate on what everyone else can concentrate. Do you know a lot of people don't live up to their instincts and that? Your instincts are screaming one thing, but you're doing the opposite in life, and then you wonder why your head's fucking going nuts and you're self-diagnosing yourself with things, or you're going doctors about things when you just need to fucking realise what's up with you. You know what I'm saying? PTSD. Let's get into PTSD. Don't exist. We all have flashbacks, yeah? We all have a memory. Unless you get dementia, which is real, that's literally your brain fucking dying off. But you can't erase what you've seen or heard. So we all have flashbacks. But it's whether or not you let it fucking traumatise you or you don't. There's some people who go to war, get their limbs blown off, come back traumatised. Fair enough. If you go through something mad like that as well, I'm not going to hold it against you. You know what I'm saying? But some people literally go through like a little fucking... just something so minor and say they've got PTSD. Like, alright, fucking weak little pussy. But some people also go to war, get their legs blown off, come back, and they don't have PTSD. They're not traumatised by it. They just fucking learn to live, learn to deal with it. They think in their head, oh, I'm going to be strong. I'm not going to let this defeat me. It's literally that's all PTSD is. Do you have mental strength or do you not? You either do or you don't. That determines whether you got PTSD or not. So PTSD doesn't exist. You're either just mentally strong or you're mentally fragile. That simple, no? People start talking about all these diagnoses and making everything dead convoluted in life. It's like, come on, mate. More people need to believe in God and actually gain some strength from that. I believe that's where most people get mental strength from. It's believing in a higher power and realising how fucking worthless we actually are. You know what I'm saying? We'll simplify everything even more, yeah? Because we're all involved in some form of rat race, whether you like it or not. If you think you're an outsider and you're not involved in being influenced by the world surrounding you, it's bollocks. Everyone's influenced by the world surrounding us. You know what I'm saying? But you can condition your mind with positivity or negativity. You can choose to be strong. You can choose to be weak. It's that simple. It is that simple. I think, yeah, I believe in God. And I gain some strength in believing in an afterlife. But can I certainly say for 100% that there's an afterlife? No. Even if I'm 99.99999% sure of it, I can't prove it at the end of the day. So we've all got, even if you believe in God, you have existential dread. Which means you dread the thought of existing and there being no existence after existing. We all go through that. And that is the cause of people's madness. That is the cause of people's madness. Because you start debating what is the point in life. You know what I'm saying? But condition your brain, people. We're all influenced by our peers, by our enemies, by everything, the news, the economy, whatever's going on around us. Everyone's influenced by something. But you got to tell yourself positive things, strong things. You can choose to be strong or you can choose to be weak. It is a choice at the end of the day. Condition your brain. I go gym and that. People might just think I condition my body and all this stuff. No, I condition my brain as well. Your brain's like its own little muscle. You got to keep on top of it. Keep your mental health in check. I could never, with the way my mind state is, I could never be diagnosed with no mental illness. Freedom is our mind state. That is exactly why I say it. It's the most genius thing that just summarises everything all in one. Freedom is our mind state. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to preach it until the day I die. You can put me in solitary confinement, but I'm still free. As long as I know I'm an innocent man, I'm free. Fuck what other people think. You know what I mean? Condition your brain, people. Last thing as well, big up anyone that knows about Sigmund Freud. Clever guy, Jewish guy. He's the one who conceptualized psychoanalysis, basically, and the subconscious mind. He's the one who came up with all these theories about the subconscious. And I believe a lot of these people who are insecure and live in denial and are delusional, which is what I attribute most mental illness to, it's because your subconscious mind controls you. It's what a Freudian slip is. It's where your subconscious leaks out and you have a little slip and you reveal things about yourself. Freudian slip, it's called. Look into it. Look up Sigmund Freud, look up psychoanalysis. People can't tell me nothing about none of this stuff. I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? But if you've got something going on in your subconscious and you become conscious about your subconscious, you can then correct and control it. If you just leave it there in your subconscious, it controls you. Well, this is why I attribute everything to like denial and things like that though as well. This is truly the last one now, yeah, but subconscious mind, I don't even truly believe in it as such. It does exist, but it's like, if you tell yourself something over and over again, or even if you make like jokes about things over and over again, you're just normalising certain things, certain behaviours in your brain. That's why I was talking about conditioning before. Condition your brain. Tell yourself different things. But when you're normalising things, subconsciously, you start gravitating towards them things that you're normalising. You know what I mean? If you tell yourself you've got something wrong with you, then you are going to have something wrong with you. But if you become conscious about there's something wrong with you, and then you change the way you think and condition your brain, then your subconscious almost just dissolves, isn't it? But you need to understand and realise when you're just normalising things and it's subconsciously taking over. That's what I'd say. It's low-key genius, but I know it's going to go over people's heads. They're going to think I'm talking shit. But I'm having genius thoughts here. I should be like a psychologist myself, because all these people who are psychologists that sit in these rooms talking shit are talking shit. If they came at my angle, you could revert people's mental health so quick. If my language was the normal language, all these issues would be reverted. Because people would just understand what the fuck's going on. But instead of listening to understand, people are going to listen to respond. And they're going to throw attacks at me and tell me I'm being homophobic or I'm being inconsiderate and all these different things. How about you just listen to understand? Actually think for a good few fucking hours, because I know a lot of people have never thought about this stuff. So think for a good few hours about what I've said. And you realise I'm telling the truth. I'm trying to make it simple for people as well. I've got one little last thing as well. These are just corrections and things that I want to get straight with people, yeah? Little correction was, I said I don't really believe in the subconscious and you can sort of dissolve your subconscious. My correction is you maybe sort of guide your subconscious in a different direction. The subconscious does exist, but you can send it off in a different direction. You know what I mean? And also a philosophical one. What is good and bad in life? Everyone's got different perspectives on that, you know what I mean? So I'm saying feed your brain positive things, strong things, but everyone's got a different idea of what that means. So I'll just leave that on the end of this video. My little corrections.